Hey, TheSuffolkRam here from Rant Nerds. A few days ago, when we did our podcast on Friday, speaking to one of my colleagues, Chalky, and he suggested giving Elder Scrolls Online a go. And I must have dismissed it initially, but I thought, okay, it's now subscription free. I'll give it a little bit of a whirl. So, get home, go on Steam, load it up, and immediately what I'm presented with is, how old are you? And this seems to be happening more and more. I've noticed in the last few years it seems to be getting more and more cities of how old are you? So, a bit of an experiment. Went on Google. I noticed that a lot of the websites where they ask you for it have the name AgeGate in the title. So I thought, okay, I'll search for AgeGate. Save all the cookies, so if I've been to a website before, it won't recognise me. And I just couldn't believe how many results came up for a ridiculous number of games that do it. I mean, waiting for this, Elder Scrolls Online, I already spoke about, Bioshock, Borderlands, Avatar, Dark Souls, Penumbra, Shards of Mordor, Mortal Kombat, Murdered Soul Suspect, Dead Island, Evolve, Lords of the Fallen. This is all on the first page of the Google search. Literally the very first page. I can believe it. Oh, incidentally, Doom was free. Doom had nothing on it at all. Doom has on the actual title has a screen on the actual website of you whipping people to pieces. That's fine. That's got no HK on it. That's fine. But it gets everywhere else as well. I mentioned Steam. Now, Steam's interesting. Steam only asks you like every few times in case somehow you've de-aged yourself in the meantime. So Steam doesn't ask you every single time you go on age-restricted soft program or game, whatever. It doesn't ask you every single time. This doesn't ask me every single time. So they go on the Steam store to just double check it. But yeah, it answers on Steam sort of and then there's like Game Trailer website. Game Trailer website. You go online, you find a game trailer you want to watch, click on it. How old are you? I was ridiculous. I was amazed to then find that it doesn't just cover games. It gets everywhere else as well. Alcohol. Alcohol radio sites have got it. I don't normally go on alcohol sites. I've never seen it before. But Bacardi, Heineken, Bournemouth, something like the first few that popped up on the Google search. I am amazed though. I had to check up. I think this might be I think AgeGate might be an American thing or an American requirement because when I looked at some of the places, ones I know based in the UK, so Asphal's, which they start a very good cider. If ever you get hold of it, by all means try it. It's a really lovely cider. All I had was a little box saying, click here if you're over 18, which I'm sure no one's going to figure out and bypass. And then Adnams has nothing on it, which again is another brewery nearby me. Has nothing on it at all. But the sheer craziest one thing I did find, which I was even more amazed by, Twix had an AgeGate on it. Twix in the chocolate bar. Why? I just don't. Do the people who are web design companies, designers, think to themselves, no one will bypass this? It's so. I mean, what child out there is so either be incredibly young, in which case probably be using a computer, or really, really not very bright to not figure out that all they do is add 10 years to their age or 20 years to their age and they're through. Anyone can figure this out. These are just so you can say to if anyone says, oh, you promote alcoholism or violent games, you say, well, we've got an age thing on our website for that field thing. Well, I mean, it's like the equivalent of having a blind bouncer on a nightclub. And just anyone walks up to them and says, are you over 18? Yeah, and letting them through. It's the equivalent thing. It's ridiculous. So I thought it might be a law, so I did a bit of searching, but I can't find anywhere where it says it's actually a legal requirement to have it on there, as it doesn't seem to be mainly an American thing. I don't see much British sites, unless they are sort of thinking they're going to get a lot of American traffic. They don't seem to have it. But what irritates me the most is that it gets in the way of viewing the page. I just want to view a page, so I click on a link. I want to just click on a link, scroll through it. Now it's I've got to. It's also about you've got drop boxes, so you click on it, you can collect it, you click on your month, date, done. I usually click on random. I don't even actually get behind my date. I just click at a random month, random day, and a random year. As long as it's more, I just make sure I scroll down at once with the mouse so it's more than 18 years old, and then click on it randomly to get through. So no one ever pay attention to this. They also I hope they're not collecting statistics of who these websites are, because if they are, they'll think everybody's born in the 1900s whenever I go on there. And it's even more annoying, I mentioned earlier, Steam. Steam knows how old I am. I have cards registered with Steam. I've been using Steam for, 10 years? I've not got younger, so why is that asking it? What's more incredible of it is that if you look through the screenshots I've put on this video, virtually they're all laid out identical. Which seems to apply to me that there's some company out there who's developed this software and is licensing it to people. That seems what it seems to imply. Who first of all came up with the idea, who genius came up with the idea for, we can sell something that all people do is click some checkboxes and we'll make people think they've got a more secure site. I mean, the genius, it's like people have worked out how to do bottled water. I'm very impressed with the person who's done that. I'm very impressed with the invents bottled air to sell to people, which I'm sure someone out there must be doing. I'll have to Google that later. Please get rid of AgeGate. AgeGate does not help anything. It's a waste of time. It doesn't protect you against it. It doesn't stop people bypassing it. I don't know what the alternative is. I would say the alternative is just to sort of accept it. Some people are going to view your site. You don't want to view it. If your site's got something you mustn't have a more legal requirement, then perhaps register a credit card, which I know some websites do. If you're out seeing stuff, an alcohol one's a good one, I know some alcohols you can't pay by anything but a credit card because you have to be over 18 to have one. A clever way around it. That's the easiest way around it. But just get rid of AgeGate. It's an absolute waste of time. I hate it. Absolutely bloody ridiculous. And Tricks, I don't know what you're doing with AgeGate. You really don't need it. Get rid of it. That's my little mini rant over, so thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Thank you.